Echo and Harper Audio present Nobody, Somebody, Anybody, a novel by Kelly Mcclorey, performed by Sarah Naughton. One. On my first day as a chambermaid, two guests were in the hallway discussing the Commodore's ball, and I heard one say to the other, "Why don't you ask that lady?" It took a moment for me to realize that lady was me, stooped over a trash can to replace the liner. But when I did, I felt proud and didn't mind that they had no idea who I was or that I had, in fact, attended college, a rather elite university. They never did ask me a question, but I quickly forgot about that, as I was too busy thinking, lady with the trash. I'm the lady with the trash. Because that sounded like Lady with the Lamp, nickname of none other than Florence Nightingale, hero of medicine and hero of mine, who stayed up all night ferrying her lamp from soldier to soldier, providing life-saving care to the sick and wounded. Someday, I hope to be known for that level of devotion. As I finished with the trash, Rula appeared and told me to take my first break. I meandered down from the hotel floor into the dining floor, with the kitchen, offices, and trophy room, then into the harbor floor, with the lounge, ballroom, and deck, staked up on poles over the ocean. From the deck, I had a brilliant view of the members' boats lolling about, all pristine and lovingly named, most with masts waiting to be draped in magnificent sails, as pure white as the sheets and towels I'd folded that morning. I settled with my arms dangling over the railing, to watch as boys in polo shirts bustled about the T-shaped dock. One of them drove the launch boat that picked members up and towed them out to their own, bigger boats. An elderly woman plodded down the dock, escorted by a man and a teenage boy. The man and boy had blonde hair curling out of their heads and their calves, which were muscular and bronzed. She wore a whole rigging of jewelry so that I could hear it jingle from all the way up there and see it sing in the sunlight, flashing off her knuckles and wrists and the side of her head, where she must have pinned a fancy barrette. I was watching her slow, glittery progress when Doug, the general manager, sidled up beside me. "You don't want to be rich," he said, pressing the solid bulk of his belly against the railing. The skin on his forearms burned with a deep, rusty tan. "I knew this one guy. Had the most massive house I've ever seen. You'd want to call it a castle, really. But he was so lonely up there, he went nuts. One night, it got so bad, he spooned $3,000 worth of caviar into a bowl of water, in hopes it would hatch." He gave me a serious, purposeful look. Apparently, he thought I was dumb enough to believe there was a direct correlation between wealth and loneliness, and, on top of it, that correlation implies causation, as though I'd had no higher education. Plus, didn't a place like this, an exclusive private yacht club created by wealthy people for the purpose of socializing with other wealthy people, offer evidence to the contrary? Still, I didn't intend to make sweeping generalizations. Florence Nightingale herself had grown up with two beautiful homes, one in Derbyshire, one in Hampshire. "I was only thinking about sea squirts," I said. "They live under docks and boats." To convince him, I kept going. "Have you seen them around here? They can look kind of like fingers or flowers, or little tubes of jelly." "Oh, sure. We've got to scrape them off every few months," he said. "They can damage the equipment." "Maybe. But did you know they also have—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?